Don't complain.
What'd you say?
Don't complain.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you were laughing. No laughing. At Jordan Rivers, they seem to like Christmas a lot. Yet some in the world are like me. I did not. Some they hate Christmas the whole Christmas season, though I'm not saying why is for the reason. It could be they're poor and they have nothing to share, or perhaps they're hungry and their cupboards are bare. It could be their hearts have been shrunken just a bit by the media snowflakes having a fit. But whatever the reason, some don't believe in the stable and manger. They've got their head up their sleeve. When you say Merry Christmas, God bless you this year, Happy holidays to you, they snarl with a sneer. They do all of their power to stop Christmas from coming. Don't sing Hark the Herald, stop that drummer boy drumming. It's way too noisy with the children all singing, and those shepherds and wise men and the gifts they're always bringing. And if there were no stockings, no presents, no tree, then Christmas would vanish, I guarantee. No carols, no worship, just a hum and a whistle. No mine or kerchief, no down of a thistle. If the manger were missing and no tidings of joy, no presents or stockings for each girl and boy. No holiday goose, no stuffing or yams. Instead, you got hash and 8 ounces of Spam. No chocolate or eggnog, nor one twinkling light. Not a sleigh ride or jingle, or a snowflake of white. Then Christmas would fade, there would be no peace on earth, no silent night, and no place of his birth. And if no holy scriptures were allowed to be read, no mention of stable or his manger bed, what if the story were banned from all of the schools, and shepherds and angels were only for fools? And Bethlehem's lights were darkened and dim, and Congress forbade the mere mention of him. There was a time I thought they were right. I stole all the candles for Christmas Eve night. Those kids look way too happy. Their parents way too blessed. They seem to not care that their kids were a mess. Peppermint fingers with hot chocolate on their face. Too much jolly, too happy. Such a disgrace. They had to be stopped. There must not proclaim Emmanuel's Savior or Jesus his name. So I pondered those things who were sitting in the pews. Would love Christmas save if I gave them the news that I was stealing their ham, their crackers and cheese? Gonna go rip down their stockings and do as I please. So I plotted and planned, I have to confess. Who'd consider it me? No one would guess. I would start with the church, then move out into town. While they were in shock, I'd take everything down. There'd be no cream pudding, nor Jasta's home bakes. While in church all together, their presents I'd go take. Yep, all lollipops missing, their tinsels and bows. And when they came home, they'd have nothing but snow. So I took down the star and the lights on the tree, and I snatched baby Jesus, just like 1, 2, 3. I was sped up with pastor who's ringing in the spirit, proclaiming it loudly to all who will hear it. I was tired of her primping, her love for the seasons. Oops. So I took it all down, even Jesus, the reason. I stopped the whole thing. Christmas ended that day. I hoped to sow discord and send it her way. I unplugged the piano, the guitars, and the drums. I left nothing for Jasta to sing or to hum. I took all of the carols, Rochelle's musics, and Stan. I left them all empty, with no worship band. I waited to see if they would weep or they'd cry. With a Tiffany missing and their coffee had run dry. What would they say with no twinkling lights and not a smidgen of Christmas or any peanut delights? Would they go home to their nothing and cry in their porridge? For Christmas was locked tight in my storage. Well, everything happened that day like I said. They all went to church and the sound system was dead. I had pulled all the wires and turned off the heat. Yet they came in jolly and they all took their seat. When the chairs were all filled with everyone there, I heard as their voices were lifted in prayer. Then the sound of sweet harmony echoed the place as they stood hand in hand with such joy on their face. They worshiped with gusto and they sang with one accord, and the presence came down from our glorious Lord. I stood in the corner and I watched as it came, as it swept through the building, when with worship they all sang. Of Jesus and angels announcing his birth, peace and good tidings to all men on earth. Then Christmas it came in the hearts of all men, and women and children were all born again. So I'm standing before you to confess what I did. It did not die. In fact, Christmas, it did live. So it wasn't the foo-foo, the fuss, or the frills. It wasn't the twinkling of lights or the glitz. It wasn't the sleigh ride over snowy white hills. It wasn't the twinkling lights or the glitz or Amy's hand-knit scarves with red matching mitts. It was born in their hearts and it was born to all men. And on that day, I was also born again. And it's here in this room today and all year. May you also be blessed with good tidings of cheer. And to return to your homes knowing he came. And because of his birth, we're never the same. So celebrate Jesus and take time to remember the reason for Christmas this month of December. For coming he died, and in rising he lives. To return one day soon is the hope Jesus gives. So share your love, share your cheese, share your crackers and your ham. Share your hugs and your blessings. Share your holiday spam. Share your music and your laughter. Deck the halls with good cheer. But remember the season for Christmas this year. It's about Jesus. Merry Christmas.